Tosha Shirena therefore had the top pick last night as the leading 10 riders from the prologue chose their starting position within the whole Rally GP field. First up, Mason Klein, who made a bold choice.
I don't really know how this works, so I just want to go first. I'm sure they're all going to want to go ahead of me, right?
So Mason Klein right here, number 1 position, choosing indeed. And what's it going to be for you?
14.
Number 14, the choice selected here by the man himself.
14.
Number 14 as well. That seems to be the sweet spot, definitely.
14, please.
Number 14 as well.
Number 17.
Number 17.
I choose 15.
From 27 kilometres against the clock in yesterday's prologue to over 400 today, Dakar 2024 certainly starts with a bang. This is brand new terrain for the rally, which has never visited this part of Saudi Arabia. Despite plenty of rough and rocky ground, it's going to be a high-paced outing. Obviously, not everybody could go off in 14th place. The higher a rider finished yesterday, the bigger priority they had over the others. But no doubt about the starter. Mason Klein taking a real gamble here, but there were over 6 minutes of bonus time up for grabs. The gamble paid off, a sensational job by the young American to finish third, even if he was questioning his own tactics.
I chose to start first, and then I thought about what I did after. Like, as I was laying in bed, I was kind of realizing what I did. Then I was thinking, oh, maybe I should have at least gone behind Skylar. The idea of opening the first stage at Dakar is really cool. So, yeah, in the end, no regrets, because now I can say I've done it.
And how, Mason, and how, in only his third outing on the new Covey. Unfortunately, there were several retirements today, and among them was poor old Joaquim Rodriguez. The Portuguese rider spent 7 months off the bike after breaking his leg at last year's Dakar, only to get injured again in Morocco on his comeback. And 82 kilometres into this year's edition, it was already game over. Several riders stopping to attend to J-Rod, including his teammates Sebastian Buhler and Johan Bereda. It was good to see him sitting up, but a nasty blow to the head ended his rally. Buhler is here with ambitions of cracking the top 10 for the first time, having come as high as 14th 3 years ago. But the Portugal-based German also had some issues today. He crashed early, bending his handlebars and damaging the roadbook, which made navigation almost impossible. You can see Seb just trying to adjust his broken roadbook tower here, but he lost over 40 minutes. Buhler was also sad to see his teammate Rodriguez bow out so early.
He hit the head pretty hard, but luckily it's nothing big, and yeah. Bad luck this year for him, because he had a crash in Dakar, then crashed in Morocco, and now again it's not easy, this sport.
It may not be an easy sport, but it is at times breathtaking, and today the riders had a chance to discover a new corner of the kingdom. With many of the elite Rally GP riders struggling to find their flow, a couple of the top Rally 2 contenders came to the fore. Romain Dumontier took the W2RC crown in this class in 23, and he looks to be carrying that excellent form into his third Dakar. The Frenchman is not a big fan of the rocks, but he avoided any mistakes or crashes on his way to 6th place. He lost just over a minute to the best Rally 2 rider on the day, Bradley Cox, who was 4th quickest on 2 wheels. The South African, who's the son of the great Alfie, had a miserable start to last year's Dakar, crashing out on the very first stage, but really improved late in the season. He topped Rally 2 in Argentina and Morocco, and he is the early front-runner here in Saudi Arabia. However, Michael Doherty's rally came to an end at kilometre 323. The South African was the top rookie at Dakar 2023 and was definitely one of the major contenders for victory in Rally 2. Unfortunately, he injured his hip and had to be taken to hospital in Medina. Doherty had already missed a decent chunk of last season due to a wrist problem, and we wish him, like J-Rod, a speedy recovery. It was a day of ups and downs for the Monster Energy Honda team, who are represented by no fewer than 6 top-class riders. In recent years, Nacho Cornejo has been chasing the form that saw him come 4th at the Dakar in 2020. Rocky tracks aren't usually his strength, but he handled this very demanding stage very well to come 5th, spending most of the day with his teammate Ricky Brabeck. Nacho says he is feeling well prepared for the challenges ahead. Well, Brabeck knows what it takes to win this rally, and the 2020 champion was on another level today, according to his teammate Skylar Howes. The American, who crashed out on stage 3 last year, spent most of the day with Howes and Nacho, and he said this stone-strewn stage was all about survival. But Ricky did much more than survive. He had no issues with the new bike, as he finished 2nd on the day. This, though, was the big story of the stage, and what a shame it is to announce that Tosha Shirena is also out of the Dakar. The Spaniard looks set to be a major player this year after his superb 2023, setting the tone with victory in the prologue yesterday. But Rally Raid, as we know, is a cruel sport, and it all ended for Tosha when he tried to pass Toby Price at around kilometre 240. I caught something with the rear wheel. It was actually quite a slow section, there was no real danger, but I was a bit behind in the dust and I caught something with the rear wheel and crashed, and it was really bad luck. I hit my wrist and broke it, and we're out. On a wild day of ups and downs, the big winner was Ross Branch. The hero man set the pace early in the day, but he then stopped for a while to help Shirena after his crash. He was given the time back and won by a whopping 11 minutes. And though he's not super excited to be opening tomorrow, the main thing was to respect a sense of Dakar solidarity.
You know, racing is not everything. So when you see a rider on the side of the track, it's important to stop. And I stayed with him until the medics arrived. And who knows, whatever happens with the time happens with the time. But I felt good. That's the main thing. And they all okay. So we just start fresh tomorrow. Whatever comes, we'll take it.
More than 5 hours on the bike today in a stage that several riders described as one of the hardest in recent years. Lorenzo Santolino doing a solid job for the Sherco team in 7th, whereas Luciano Benavides shipped over 23 minutes. Klein picked up a maximum haul of 6 minutes and 21 seconds in bonuses, so he sits 4 seconds behind Brabeck in 3rd overall. Branch 11 minutes and 54 clear at the top.